Hi Gemini, welcome to channel 143. I'm Antonia. I'm going to be doing two spreads for you guys for the month of November 2018. The first spread will be a general energies reading, which will cover anything that needs to come up: health, career, finances, sometimes love. But I will be doing a second spread that is love specific. They often tie in together. They make sense to watch back to back, but I will have timestamps below for you guys as well as to when both of the two readings begin. So let's jump into this for you guys. I do recommend watching your sun sign and your moon sign as a bare minimum, because keep in mind these are general readings. But okay, Gemini, let's see what's in store for us in November 2018. Gemini, general energies 2018. November 2018. Gemini, what's coming through already is that there's a situation. This doesn't have to be love specific. Keep in mind this could refer to a business relationship. It looks like something ended, and it looks like for many of you it pertains to a family situation. There may have been a divorce, but something ended, and your main message right now that's coming through very clearly is that it's time to forgive it and let it go. There's something about the situation that came up to teach you some sort of karmic lesson that was intended to help you grow in some way and to evolve in some way. Yeah, blessing in disguise. Gemini, a lot of you are going through something right now and you're holding on very tightly to it. It does look like some families have split up. Some marriages have split up. But what I'm also being shown is, despite the difficulty in whatever the situation is for you, it's a blessing in disguise. Something ended that needed to end. You are not the only sign that's gotten that message. But for Gemini, there's definitely something rooted in family. Yeah. Okay, Jen. Cleanse and detox from the ending of something involving your family. I'm really getting a divorce. The divorce, the end of a long-term relationship. So it was like a marriage, even if you never officially married. But you're holding on to something too tight. And this is one of your main messages right now. It's an opportunity to forgive the situation. If you did something wrong and you're holding on to guilt really tightly, it's time to let that guilt go and have forgiveness and compassion for yourself, especially because you probably did not do anything that was overly malicious. Something ended. You may have been the one to initiate the ending of a relationship. This could be the ending of a work relationship too. Again, I'm definitely getting, for the majority of Geminis right now, if something has ended or does end in the month of November, you're initiating this. But it's because you knew you had to. It's because you knew that you evolved past somebody and that you were no longer of the highest good in their life. They were no longer of the highest good in yours. And you guys were not serving a higher level purpose anymore. Something was stagnant. It was energy just sort of, status quo, sustained. It may not have been anything crazy explosive or crazy toxic, but nonetheless, it was no longer good for you, so you stepped out. Exercising that kind of self-love is necessary. Relationships are difficult, and they often, we get out of them. And You have to let that guilt go if you're holding on to guilt. I'm also getting that if that's not you feeling guilty, somebody else is feeling, they're suffering a little bit, knowing that they caused you pain. This person did not want to hurt you. They just knew that it was time to go, and they heard that. But I think for more Geminis than not, you were the one who ended something. But it needed to happen. You know, Spirit was talking to you. You had angels talking to you. Your intuition, right? You felt that. You knew deep down the situation that you were in was no longer serving a real purpose. And you know, if it wasn't serving a higher level purpose for you, it was no longer serving a higher level purpose for your partner. I'm going to get a few more clarifiers for you. Yeah. For some of you, you genuinely feel relieved. You genuinely feel relieved, and you feel a little bad that you feel relieved when someone else is suffering. Because for so many of you, this was a long time, you know, coming. Okay. Let me show you this. The main message here is opportunity to forgive. Forgive the other person, forgive yourself, forgive and let go of whatever circumstances showed up in business that weren't favorable, that caused an ending to a project. Could be a passion project that came to an end. There's something bigger on the back end of this, Gemini. Okay? There's something better that's ready to manifest in your life. When you let go, and I mean truly let go, have full forgiveness, wish nothing but the best for your partner and everybody that was involved, you get your joy back. There's something about whatever you're holding on to that's blocking your joy. So it's essential that you cleanse and detox. You purge out these incredible, this heaviness of emotion. Family is being clarified by cleanse and detox. Anything negative that you're still holding on to is creating a toxic environment for yourself and your children. If this does not pertain to family outright, so say you ended a business partnership and family is very much intact, you're bringing this negative energy home. Or it's stuck with you there. It's stagnant, but it's hurting people around you now. So it's incredibly important for the health of your family, for your children. I'm definitely getting, especially for your children, you need to let it go. Now what's following cleanse and detox is energy work. For so many of you, and again, you're not the only sign that's getting this. In November, a lot of energy work. So many of you are being called to get real deep soul healing done to cleanse your space so that this joy can come back around. So these blessings that are of your highest good to manifest because, you know, you're making space for them by getting rid of what no longer serves you. You need some real energy work done to cleanse everything away, but also to heal, to nourish your spirit again, your heart, your mind, your body. A few things that you can do at home by yourself. Take sea salt baths. 2 cups minimum of sea salt, specifically sea salt, and soak in it, completely soak in it, your entire body. Get your head under the water. Do it 3 days in a row. Start on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or start on a Sunday through Tuesday or Monday through Wednesday. Do 3 days in a row. 3 is a very powerful number, and you'll have the energy of the moon behind you, especially if you start on a Monday. But I also like Sundays for this too. Sage your home, sage your computer, your phone, yourself, your workspace, children's bedrooms. Get some fresh air in. Part of your detox, and I know for some of us, the weather has changed drastically and it's getting colder. So opening windows and getting that fresh air in. It doesn't feel as nice, but turn your heat up a little bit. put on some really warm clothes if you have to. But you need to get some fresh air circulating in the house, because there is something toxic that's lingering. But more than a physical toxin, it's definitely energy, stagnant energy that I'm getting for you guys. Now, when you move past this, okay, the energy work will help you. I can help you with this too. If you find that the saging and the sea salt and the cleansing of your home, sometimes just a physical, deep physical cleanse of your home helps. But when those things don't necessarily do the trick, you probably need much deeper energy work. I'm a shaman. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I can help you with this, whether you're in New York City with me. You can come visit me in person for help. I can help you via Skype, via distance healing. You can be anywhere in the world. It works just the same. I'm happy to help. Reach out if you have a healer that you already have an existing relationship with that you trust. Reach out to them. But specifically, I'm getting cleansing for you guys. Cleansing is number one, okay? And number two, the other part of this will be cleanse, and then you have to nourish. You have to fill up, okay? You got to cleanse everything away so that the blessings have room to come in. But you also need to nourish your body, your mind, your spirit. You can do that through energy work. You can also do things that are fun. You can watch movies that make you laugh. Spend a lot of time with your friends, with family, people that are truly, really good for you. But you need something more uplifting now. When you get past this part of this energy clearing, and you start to let go of whatever this lingering energy is from the situation or relationship that ended, you have tremendous energy coming in that is so positive. I showed you this already. You have joy coming in. It's very, very, very high level joy. But this is also telling me with the water, I'm being shown, again, baths, the ocean. Drink more water, but in this case, you need to do more than that. For most of you, it'll require more than just, a typical easier cleanse, but start there and see how you feel. But joy comes in, okay? Once you cleanse and you start to nourish your body, mind, and spirit. For those of you who found that you got out of a marriage, it's difficult. You might not want to be open to a new relationship yet. But as soon as you clear that lingering energy, you're going to start to pull in people and attract people to you that will be better suited for something long-term like a marriage. Again, you don't have to physically get married, but this could be a relationship that looks and feels like a marriage. With family, you live together, it's long-term, there's very deep level commitment. This person will be more compatible to you. This person will be much more fated. This is also telling me that many of you in business, one business ending, one job coming to an end was such a huge blessing in disguise, because that job you didn't want to let go of, maybe they wound up letting go of you. That was universe answering the prayer for you. Had to let it go. It was creating so many blockages that you couldn't meet the fated business partners. You couldn't achieve the highest level of abundance. You couldn't move forward in your life. If you're holding on to an old job, to a job that's super toxic, okay, because you have to pay bills and it's scary and maybe feels a little irresponsible to just get up and leave it. The thing is, it's holding you back from another job saying yes. It's holding you back from another door opening. What Spirit's showing me is that you need the door to completely close, and you need to have a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Have faith that the universe can then deliver something much higher level. You don't have to know how to put all the pieces together. You just have to have faith in the universe. But you have to ask. Ask universe. Manifest. Consciously manifest what you want. But I am seeing for so many of you, if you want that new love to come in, you truly have to be out of the old relationship. You have to forgive it. You have to let go. The energy cords have to be cut. True detox needs to happen. But then, this is on the back end of it. Then, this is on the back end of it. And same in business for you. But I'm also getting to this person, there's someone who wants to come into your life, especially when it comes to business and career. They want to help you. They want to be of service to you. But I'm also getting for many Geminis this new venture that you want to embark on, or this new door that winds up opening once the other one's fully and officially closed and you let go and you forgive. You'll want to be helping other people. You want something more meaningful. You know, I was getting for Capricorn, I was getting a very strong energy, an energy connection between Capricorn and Gemini. It might be worth watching if you, that's actually my mama. She's a Gemini sun and she is a Capricorn moon. But you might have something similar in your chart. You may have Capricorn in your chart. You may also be dealing with a Capricorn in business and in love. I was picking up Gemini so strong for them. And I'm getting that for you now. The similar message, your work, you desire a career, a business that really means something. You need your work to mean something. It can't just be about survival anymore. You need to help people. Your soul, your heart yearns for that. And so this person coming in, they want to help you achieve it. So keep your eyes open, trust a new partner showing up. For some of you, I'm actually seeing a love relationship that's super solid, something that's strong. I'm not getting for those of you, if you meet somebody new in love right now, this message doesn't apply so much to you, not yet. But for those of you in solid romantic relationships, I'm actually seeing that they'll make a great business partner for you. Brainstorm, have healthy boundaries around it, but I actually see a marriage of business. Like I'm seeing two different kinds of marriage, an emotional marriage, a spiritual marriage. But then I'm also seeing something in terms of finance and career too. That may not be something you typically be open to, but I am seeing a lot of success around that. Gemini, you need fresh air. If you've been working indoors, if you're in an office 24/7, if you're working on a project at home, especially for Geminis that do a lot of work from home, you need to open those windows. You need to take a break and just do a lap around the block. There's something, your lungs are not being nourished enough. And if you don't nourish your lungs, you may start getting a little bit sick. It may show up in terms of getting allergies or cough. Some congestion, but specific to heart chakra. You can prevent the need to have any hardcore energy work done by hearing that message and really taking that seriously. Maybe you have a lunch break and you spend a half hour eating lunch and a half hour just, a quick walk. It doesn't have to be crazy cardio because it's not so much about exercise, although of course that's just an added bonus. But you actually need to be breathing in deep, 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 deep breaths, really filling up your lungs. Control breath in and control breath out. Your body and your mind and your spirit is craving oxygen. Okay, let me pull a few crowning cards for you. Yeah, okay, another detox card. Gemini, you have to detox. This, again, is water. For some of you, you really are just dehydrated. You need more water in your diet. But this is bigger than that. I'm definitely getting that this goes hand in hand. You need to cleanse your space, your mind, your body. You need a true uncrossing. If you don't know what that is, reach out to me. You need to cleanse your space. Don't put this off because I really am getting, if you don't cleanse, if you're not taking time to be in the fresh air, connect to Mother Earth, you might get a little sick. No fear there. Don't manifest that. Just do what you need to do right now to take care of yourself. For some of you, if you can take a vacation, even better, somewhere by the water. If you live, driving distance to water, go meditate, go sit, just go look at the water, walk, on the shore. Really, really, really you need to cleanse. Why? Because you have really big blessings and relationships trying to show up. And the reason why I'm hearing so strongly that this energy work or this cleansing that you can do on your own is so essential is because this is so close. This is so close. You want to be able to pull that all the way in November. So you guys have a really amazing month ahead. Do the cleansing at the top of the month. Try not to put that off, okay? Make it a priority. But again, I like to suggest that you do what you can on your own because sometimes you just need your sea salt baths with the intention that it's cleansing you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. State that intention. And sometimes that's enough. But for you, I am getting 3 days. 3 days in a row. If you do Monday, Tuesday, and on Wednesday you're tired and you go to sleep, then just start over next, the following Sunday or Monday. Make sure you're doing 3 days in a row. I know that we have more crowning cards. I feel them. But again, I'm just getting this message of it's even showing up in the cards. Something wants to come in, but the energy's a little stuck. Wow, this is so positive, Gemini. Okay. Release and surrender. This is another let go card. Let go and also have faith that the universe can and will provide for you in every single way. That this blessing in disguise, it's a real thing. This was a blessing. The ending was a blessing. But you have to let it go. You just have to let it go now. It's time. Okay? Why? Remember, I was talking about fated new partners here in love and in business. Crowning your reading as new partner. This is even more fated than this. This is going to lead to this. They go hand in hand, these two messages, okay? Fated new partnerships. You let go, even if it was a marriage, and that's incredibly difficult to get out of. That's a difficult process. For you, your family, make sure you're being really compassionate, spending extra time with your children, if that's the case, if that's what you guys are going through right now. But it needed to end so you can meet somebody that you were far or are far more compatible with. You may not have met this person yet, but be open to this in November. When this person comes in, this is going to be game-changing, potentially life-changing. Can you imagine you get out of this relationship and you might be holding on to it, or you might just be holding on to guilt because you didn't want to be in it and the other person's hurt now? But look at this. This new partner comes in and it's the person that you want this with. Their real life partner, long-term. They have that potential. They have that staying power. Think of how incredibly important it is to get rid of all that old energy, any of that lingering guilt, any of that lingering sadness, anger, whatever it is. So this can come in, and this is true in business too. Something ended, especially when it comes to a career goal, that never feels good if something ends and you didn't choose for it to end. It feels like you've been defeated a little bit, like it was a failure. Gemini, something ended, it wasn't a failure. It ended. It ended. This blessing in disguise, right? So that this new partner, this fated new partner or partners come in. I'm definitely seeing deals will be signed, or at least you'll make some real headway on something that when you come into the start of 2019, you'll already have the ball rolling. It could potentially be one of the best years you've ever had. That's the energy that I'm getting very strongly with this card, even more than the wedding card. These partners, they're no joke. They're supposed to be here in your life, Gemini. Yeah, for those of you working on a creative project, like I said, contracts will be signed. You need investors, they'll come in and they'll invest. Even if they haven't put the money up yet, you'll meet them in November. And they will change your life, whether they're an investor, a new company. This could be a new job, but I'm getting this as something you're creating. And you may have had a really hard time putting a different passion project either on hold or just scrapping it all together, starting something new. Maybe you're working alone and it didn't work out so well, so you're starting something new and you know you need a partner this time around. perfect. It will be so blessed. You will have so much abundance, so much divine intervention there. You have universal help now. A message that I just got really strongly. Gemini, you're manifesting really well. Pay attention to the times that you've put energy out and it's come full circle manifesting. What did you say? How did you do it? How did you release it so that you stated it with clarity, but then let it go so the universe could work its magic for you? What was that process? Figure it out and do that again, because you're manifesting powerful, powerful things at this time. Another message for you, Gem. Make sure you play. This is underneath Creative Project. Play with your children. They may be going through a hard time, especially if you're going through a divorce or the family structure's changed a little bit. But also, make time to have fun in your own life, okay? Let your spirit come all the way alive again. Let yourself feel joy. I was getting the message to spend time with friends earlier. You may have an Aquarius in the picture, okay? If you have an Aquarius best friend, that's somebody that you're going to want to reconnect with. Spend time with them, but not even just on the phone. Spend physical time, if you can, with people that you love, that you act like a little kid with. It'll do so much for your heart and for your mind. The weight will lift, okay? The quicker you do that, the quicker you heal. The quicker the energy, any lingering negative energy is cleared, the quicker the success and the creative project will come through. These beautiful people in business and in love, and all of this fated amazing energy bringing these amazing people to you can come in, okay? So let it come all the way in. But if you have that residual energy or any residue, the energy residue, you might not even know it's there. Something's still lingering. Let it go. Okay, Jen. But please reach out to me. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help you get just a quick cleanse just so you can move on. But the sooner you do it in the month of November, the better, because you want to make the most of this energy. So there are no misconnections anywhere, especially in love, especially somebody new coming in for business. But let's jump into love for Gemini, November 2018. Hey, what did I say? What did I say? You get rid of that old residue, that thing you're still holding on to that you need to forgive. Guess who's coming in? It's new love and it's fated. It's big love. This is love that'll stay. This is love that'll change your life. This is the love that you've been praying for, that you've been trying to manifest for so long. This comes in for you, Gemini. I'm even getting for Geminis in really healthy, stable, committed relationships. It's going to feel brand new. So much good energy around this, especially when these new fated partners come in and you see the success in business, your career, this creative project. It's going to spill over. That joy will spill over into your romantic relationship. And it's going to be so good. But you can't control anything. Remember what I said in the first spread, okay? You're being asked to acknowledge the times that you have consciously manifested something and it worked beautifully. You've done it. Remember that process. And I promise you part of that process was having that clarity, knowing what it is that you wanted, manifesting with absolute clarity, but then saying, here, universe, I surrender to you. Take it and manifest this even better than I could possibly imagine. I'm so grateful for that. All in alignment of my highest good and the highest good of all involved. But there's something, letting go of control issues. But again, I'm getting this message again for you, Gemini, especially in love. Let go. It's not even so much of control issues. For some of you, again, it's just letting go of that relationship that ended. I'm getting a lot of guilt. Do you feel bad that you hurt somebody? Well, that's actually really beautiful because you have a great heart and there's compassion there, and you weren't trying to be selfish. You just knew. You just knew that you weren't meant to be together anymore. Reconciliation. I'm coming back to that, okay? I'm getting a few different messages. Yeah, and that just clarified my message for you. I'm getting that this could be a Leo. If you cut ties with a Leo, and they might not be a Leo sun, they may be a Leo moon. Maybe even Leo, their Venus is in Leo. It's followed by deception. Someone's trying to come in and they're not being honest with you. I am not getting that this is really of your highest good. And you know, if it's somebody who's put you through the ringer, or if it's somebody that you've already given a second chance to at some point, the answer for you is a hardcore no, don't do it. Now you have free will to do whatever you want. But understand that you will cost yourself the opportunity for this new love, even if you're just slightly entertaining. Even if you're the one who wants, you're going to cost yourself the fated new partner. And the old one, the ex, their intentions with you aren't all the way pure. They're promising you that everything's going to be different this time, that they've changed, they've worked on things. For some of you, I'm getting that someone's promising they're gonna move for you. They're gonna move to your city. They're gonna move to your building. They're gonna move in with you because maybe that was something that kept you apart. They have no intention of doing that. They just know that that's what you want to hear, so that's what they're saying. Be very careful with people who are trying to come back in. I'm just not getting that. The energy there is pure. It's just not really good for you. They might be coming back in because they're hurt, and they want you to be hurt with them, and you're like not really hurting as much. Love yourself first. You know, you made this decision to go your separate way out of self-love. You weren't being malicious. Maybe somebody, stepped away from you, Gemini. They were exercising self-love. They weren't trying to be malicious. Now, this probably isn't the same person who's trying to come back in and has a sort of deceitful energy. I think if someone cut ties a Gemini, they just knew they couldn't fulfill what you needed fulfilled. You guys outgrew each other. That's okay. But I really think for more Geminis than not, you walked away from somebody else. But you have that self-love at the core. Keep that self-love at the core of every decision. Because of self-love, you don't entertain this. I'm not even getting for those of you who have a family, who have children together. I'm not even getting for those of you who had bigger commitments who then split up to entertain a reconciliation. I'm just not getting that right now. Why? Because this is coming through so strong. The energy of it, I feel it through my whole body, just like, that intuitive sense where like you get goosebumps and you just know what someone's telling you is bullshit. You get that feeling it's because it is. They're not being honest with you. Be careful. And this applies to friendships. I'm also getting that this definitely applies to friendships. Now, if you're entertaining old friendships or business partners or family you would cut ties with, even that energy, if it's not all the way pure, could distract you from the new love and this beautiful new energy that's trying to come in. Why should you take this seriously and not entertain the exes? This new love is clarified by chemistry. This is somebody that you have physical chemistry with, but you have mental, emotional, intellectual chemistry with it. So it makes the physical so much hotter because you connect on every level. Getting Capricorn for you, and I was getting Gemini for Capricorn, so keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. They don't necessarily have to be a Capricorn, but if they have the qualities of a Capricorn, someone who's very grounded, they're very good at business, they work very hard. But at the core, when you sit down, and you're just sitting down, you're not distracted by anything, what is your conversation like? Is it effortless? Does it go from crazy depth to so much fun to just like, and Gemini, you're not even bored for like a second? That's that chemistry that I'm talking about, and it will make the physical so much better. You will feel so much more connected with this new love. Yeah. Gemini, I think this is more your partner. Someone cannot accept that your relationship is over. They can't accept it. They want to come back in. They just, at their core, they desperately need to reconcile, and their intentions just aren't that good, you know? But I'm getting the separation card for you, and you just, if it's you that can't come to terms with this, you have to work on this from day one in November. You have to work on this immediately because your beautiful energy coming in, don't block this. You want this. You deserve this, okay? You come from that place of self-love. Let people go. Acknowledge that certain things have come to an end. But I'm really getting that your partner is struggling with this way more than you are. And that's why. That's why they're coming back in. Now, them being deceptive may not be outright malicious, deceptive. They're telling you what you want to hear because it's the only way they'll feel like they have a chance to get back into your life. And they're just in love with you and they're heartbroken, and they just need this pain to stop, and they just don't have any peace. They're not sleeping at night because they lost you. And so that's why they're not really being honest. But regardless, it's still not of your highest good. The person, whoever this person is probably dealing with past family issues, karmic issues. Did they come from a difficult family? Were they always holding on to old resentments, repeating old patterns from way back when in their childhood? The more that they work on that, the healthier they will be in their future relationships. But I don't see them working on family issues. I don't see them working on themselves enough. That's where the deception comes in, because they weren't exposed to healthy relationships. They know dysfunctional relationships. That's their comfort zone, which is sad, but that's their comfort zone. That's true for a lot of people. And no judgment here. This is just what's coming through. It's what the cards are showing me. It's what Spirit's telling me. But you need more than that. And you know you deserve more than that. That's why you're detoxing. That's why you're cleansing. That's why you said no more. Keep it at that. You'll be rewarded because of that. But this relationship that ended, that's so hard for them, it's because you did have some sort of past life connection. So it's not an easy ending. And it probably wasn't all the way easy for you either. But I am feeling like Gemini's handling it a little better. And here you go. Pay attention to the red flags. Anyone coming back, their words aren't all the way honest. Their intentions aren't all the way pure. And there will be red flags for you. You'll see them get a little controlling. Someone who has that controlling personality, that's like the only red flag that you need. It's there. This one is a major no. These aren't little red flags. But the positive in all of this, remember blessing in disguise from the first spread, is this new love. It's going to change everything up on you. You're going to have so much joy. The first spread, a lot of love came through. Wedding, new partner, joy. What beautiful outcomes. Focus on this. And if you're not all the way healed yourself, maybe you need to heal some family things. Maybe you need to work on some karmic issues so that you don't bring them into a new relationship. Work on them so that this can come in soon. But you do have work to do, Gemini. I'm definitely getting. For those of you that are coupled, and you have no intention of splitting up, you guys, you're good. You're good. But there are some issues. Somebody around you, and it may be a family member, I'm getting, are they starting some sort of rumor? They're provoking some sort of issue between you and your partner. Be very careful. Be careful about what friends you're allowing around your family, your spouse right now. Somebody's jealous. If you're in a healthy relationship, somebody's jealous. They may disguise that jealousy with a big old smile, and they're supportive. And when you say how happy you are, they're like, oh my God, and on the surface level, it looks like they're really being genuine, and they're genuinely happy for your happiness. They're not. They want to slide in some sort of comment, some sort of self-doubt, some sort of... That's why I'm saying there's friends. This reconciliation card doesn't just apply to old love. This has to do with friendships. Some people really can't handle seeing you happy. So if you're in a happy relationship, I'm not saying that you shouldn't celebrate it publicly, but for the month of November, understand that the more public and the more open you are about your happiness, so many people are struggling right now. They may want to be happy for you, but they just can't be. And some people, they're just not coming from a high level place and their intentions aren't pure. But the more positive energy you're like really putting out there, exposing publicly, the more you're going to have to pay attention to red flags. The more you're going to have to really analyze people's energies and comments and intentions coming in. This isn't going to apply to everybody who comes into your life. Of course, you have great friends and family members and people who do truly, feel joy for your happiness. But Gemini, be careful. Couples that are really happy, be careful of friends and be careful of jealous family members. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. It's new love when you get past all of this residual. Look what's coming in for you. How beautiful are these cards? You have this. You have the wedding card in the last spread. For those of you, it's not new love and you're in that great new relationship and you really just want to tell the whole world how happy you are. Of course, celebrate your love, but maybe celebrate it with people you genuinely trust, at least through the month of November. Give it a little time, especially if you're engaged. You want people to be sending good energy your way. This may be why some jealousy is being provoked, because not only have you been super happy in this amazing relationship that has changed your life, or you and your partner have been together for years and now you're making things a little more official. That's really hard for people going through breakups and struggling in love. It's hard for them to see. It's hard for them to hear. It doesn't justify bad behavior, bad energy, but just keep it in mind, okay? Have a little compassion, especially if you know a good friend just went through a breakup and they're struggling. Don't rub this in their face, okay? This is what's coming in, whether you're coupled or not. Forget about the ex. They're not bringing. If it's passion, it'll be short-lived passion. But I see incredible passion coming through, especially for those of you in great relationships. It's like, you're with the one, you're getting engaged, marriage, maybe children are in, you're talking about everything. These incredible conversations and you're having fun. But remember, this passion, this chemistry, and for so many of you, this new love is bringing this in. This is more than just physical chemistry. This is more than just physical passion. This is everything. It's going to transcend the physical, but it'll make the physical so much better. It's so fun. Gemini, you have great love coming in. Trust that. But I honestly think for most of you, you won't consider the reconciliation anyway because you are the one who ended the relationship and you're just, you know it was of the highest good. One more message for you. Have fun. Play. We got play in the last spread too. Have fun with great people. Have fun with your partner. Keep that romance alive. The more you have fun, the more passion. But Gemini, you have a great month ahead. This is really, really, really a great month ahead. Just let go of what you need to let go of. Be careful of anybody coming back into your life. Their intentions, Keep your true friends close. Spend so much time with those that you love, your partner. Go have fun. And for those of you calling in new people, so many of these new people coming in business and in love, they are fated and they're going to change things up for you, especially in 2019. But these doors will open now. So enjoy this energy. Make the most of it. If you have anything to heal and anything to let go of, get it done as soon as possible. And you'll see these incredible rewards and incredible energy come in. I know this is super long, gems, but this is my reading as well. I wanted to give you as much clarity as possible. But if you'd like a personal reading, whether a general reading, a love reading, or a combination of the two, my email will be below and you can reach out and set up a time to do something one-on-one with me. You can do that with me here in New York City. Generally for readings, I don't do too many one-on-one readings, but we'll do it through Skype. We'll do it on the phone. And so wherever you are in the world, that works beautifully. And if you would like some deeper healing, shamanic healing, Reiki healing, reach out. That's my specialty. It's something I've been doing for a very long time now, and I'd love to help you get through whatever that lingering energy is. But there, like I said, there were some steps that I told you about that you could do alone. But otherwise, enjoy this awesome, beautiful month, especially this month full of so much passion and so much love that will truly, truly, truly fulfill you across the board. You've earned it. Love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Please consider subscribing. This is a new channel for me, so all the support I can get, the better, and I'm just so incredibly grateful for it. Thank you for connecting to me. I will see you either mid-month for probably a mini love reading. I think I'm going to start doing mid-month, but I will definitely be back for December 1st. Love you guys. Ciao.